Hi, everybody. Problem solvers. Today we're going to figure out how to regroup. So, how can I regroup? First, it helps to think about what the word is, what clues the word gives you. What do you notice about the word? The word regroup. You see the part group and you see re. Think about what re means. Repeating, doing it again. And then, of course, you have the word group. A lot of people need to work on what grouping means in order to understand what regrouping is. When we learn, our first step is to grasp it. Might be with base 10 blocks, might be with money, it might be with something else. Maybe it'll be with other tools that you have. Next step is to build it while you're grasping it. And the final step is to represent it. A lot of parents, grandparents, they were taught not to understand math. We were actually told it's not okay to ask. Stop asking why. Stop asking how. Just do what we told you to do with the pencil. Pencil, that part's not math. This here is a representation of something. We're going to solve this problem of 15 plus 16. What does 15 plus 16 equal? We're going to do this by grasping. First step is to grasp group 1. So our problem is 15 plus 16. We're going to grasp 15. And then we're going to grasp 16. And we're going to build it. So I have 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 here. So I have my 15, and I have my second group, which will be 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Well, we've built our groups. And remember, the purpose for today is how do we regroup? Well, we have two groups. That means we have to group it in a different way. We need to find out what our total is. To find out what our total is, in our number system, we put the tens first when we read a number. Then we put the ones. Well, if I look here and I put 5 plus 6 together, I'm going to compare them. Look at what happens here. I have a tens rod. I'm regrouping. This is a group of 10. I don't need to keep it as a mixed up group with 11. So I'm going to take these and trade it in. I'm regrouping. I grouped this bunch of ones for 10. And I can easily see, because it's reorganized, that 15 plus 16 is 3 tens and a 1. 3 tens and a 1. 3 tens we say is 30 and 1, 31. But another way we can represent that is to think of 15 plus 16 with money. How does it work with regrouping money? Well, the first thing here, and it's overall going to be the same thing. We'll see exactly how that looks though. We have a dime, which is 10 cents, and a nickel, which is 5 cents. Also, I challenge you to think of what other ways can you build 15? How can you make 15? And here we're going to have 16. So group 1 was 15, group 2 was 16. So we've made both of our groups. Now, how are we going to combine it? What is our total? Well, first step is we're going to put them all together. Second step is to see, is there anything we can regroup or that we can change? While I have a group of dimes here, I have a group of nickels. I notice that group of nickels can be traded in to make it simpler to read for a dime. So I went to my little bank and I now make it really easy to see that it is 31. Now, to go to the old-fashioned way of teaching it that your parents probably got frustrated with, I'm going to switch the color here. I'm going to show you the way parents used to be taught to do this. And let's think about how it connects. They were told to add the ones together. 5 plus 6 equals 11 in many cases, unless your parents had different teachers from the norm. And they were told that 5 plus 6 is 11, so you carry the 1. You don't carry the 1. Parents who are asking, why don't you carry the 1? This is not the 1. 5 plus 6 equals 11. 10 and 1 equals 11. And then you add those all up, and you do 1 plus 1 equals 3. No, no, no. It's 10 plus 10 plus 10 equals 30. So parents, I encourage you to replay this a few times. Yes, you are asking why because the human mind wants to know why. And your teachers kept telling you your nature is not okay, just do it the way we do it. They didn't know any better because they weren't allowed to understand it themselves. They just learned it and memorized it well. So parents, students, everybody, I'm going to help you now see an easy way to do it. For a lot of students, it's easier for them to start with the 10s and then do the 1s. So they see 10 plus 10 equals 20 plus 11. And in their head, they're already adding it all together. So they can add it together faster doing it this way. Parents, if you don't understand how your child can do that, don't get mad at them for understanding this way instead of this way. Keep letting them know it's okay as long as you keep getting the right answer. There's more than one way to do it. There's more than one way to solve a problem, parents. Kids, please be patient with your parents. They weren't allowed to understand. They were only allowed to repeat. Took about 50 to 60 tries in order to understand. Actually, not understand. You weren't allowed to understand in order to remember how to do it. So please be patient with each other as you understand the why.